guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banding, Panning and Beyond, and I'm already cracking myself up because yes, this is highlighter inventory video number 3. So I have decided I don't want to do more than 3 videos. It's kind of just a bit of a joke, and yeah, I think I'm just going to try and rip through them and show you what I've got, and obviously some I may have something a bit more out of the ordinary to say about them, but I really just want to get through them and maybe move on to some other categories. All I'm thinking is, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through all my eyeshadow palettes, because that is the largest category out of all of my makeup collection. So I think I'm definitely going to have to do dedicated videos by brand with those ones, and it's going to take me quite a while to get through, but you know, I'm hoping that you're still interested and that you will join me for those videos when they finally come. So with that said, I'm just going to start getting in and showing you the rest of my collection. So these are all just cheap ones. It's MUA Makeup Academy. Not even sure why I bought them, but sorry, shouldn't say cheap, inexpensive, and they actually perform quite well. So yes, I have tried these ones. So that is that one. I'll hold them all up together so you can see the difference in the shades there. So if I can manage this, so you can see you've got 2 lighter ones and then 2 that's more pink, and then that's got that sort of peachy pink colour to them. They are quite a good inexpensive brand. I think they perform quite well. So this is the one that I was thinking of showing you in the last one, and then realised I had more than one of this particular brand. So these are the Becca ones, and this is the one that I am currently trying to pan. It's going to be really difficult for you guys to see. I've barely made a dent in this, and I've been working on it, I don't know, probably since the start of the year. And that's in shade Opal. So a lot of people, I think, have that particular shade, and this is another collector's. It was a limited edition one, and it's called Parisian Lights. So I think a lot of people would probably have that one as well. I think it's a very, very pretty sort of pale pinkish sort of rose gold colour. I haven't touched it yet, as you can probably tell, because the imprint looks that way. This is probably not much to be said about this one. Another famous shade. It's the Amrezy one by ABH. And yes, I've used it a few times, but I haven't made much of a dent on that one. And I have one loose one. It's the So Hollywood glitter by ABH as well in the loose. I've been really wanting to get this particular one in Peach Fizz, and I can't get it because we don't, even though we have retailers in Australia that sell ABH, they don't sell that particular shade, and Beautylish has it, but so that's the So Hollywood one. It's quite gold. And yeah, the Peach Fizz one, I actually have dupes in my collection. So, and you can see with the amount of highlighters I've got, which don't even include my palettes, I don't need any more. So it's crazy, like, why do I still want it? But I can't get it because I won't go directly to the ABH website. The shipping is too high. Beautylish cannot sell ABH to Australia. Beauty Bay only has Peach Fizz in the liquid one, I believe. I think it's liquid or cream, which I don't want. So guess what? I'm not getting it. Then we've got Artist Couture in 2 of the light loose. And the shades I have Lickable and Rose A. They've got the, what do you call it? Like, I don't know. I think I'm going brain dead after filming 2 already of these highlighter videos. Alright, moving on, we have Laura Lee, Los Angeles. This back in the day when everybody was still into Laura Lee. Not that I was, but my daughter was, and I really liked the look of this. It's a Christmas collection, I believe. Warm and toasty, sugar and spice, and sweet and saucy loose highlighters. I don't think I've ever used them, so, but they're fairly I think light shades that I don't think I'll have any problem being able to use on my face, if not in a corner highlight. Okay, so we have a few Kylie Cosmetics blushes. So I've got 4 of those, and this one is True Mama, quite light and icy, so not so sure about that one. This one's another goldish looking one. It's called Salted Caramel. That looks really pretty. And this one is Cotton Candy Cream, bit more, not quite so gold, bit more subtle than the Salted Caramel one. And then Queen Drip, which I have used, and that is really pretty as well. It's got a bit more of a sort of peach. I think you can tell that that's a bit more my colouring. So probably why I've used that one and I haven't used the other ones. I have 2 Milanis. These are really the Hypnotic Light ones. They are so pretty. I'll see if I can swatch these ones. So I've got Flashing Light, and this one is Luster Light. That's these 2 here, so they are quite subtle, but I believe from memory they build quite well. Smolder Cosmetics is no longer in operation. Let me know if any of you have any products from this brand, because I think their products were awesome, and I was really sad that they stopped making their products. I've got quite a few of their, I think it's their loose pigments. So this is a loose Glam Dust in Opal, and this one is open. I'm going to swatch this one for you. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got an iridescence. Yeah, it's not swatching very well. Yeah, I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. Anyway, we'll move on. So the other one I've got is Pixie Dust, which is still sealed, so I will not be swatching that one, but yeah, they definitely have an iridescence to them. Alright, keep going. So Nabla, I have 5 highlighters from them. I think everyone will be familiar with these ones. And I definitely think this one is going to be more of a glowy blush on me. I don't believe it swatches as dark as what it looks in the pan. So adults only. Then I have Truth, and then Privilege. So definitely for highlighters, they look more like they should all be blushes on me, at least, because I'm relatively pale. This one I could probably use as a highlighter. So yet again, another example of me buying products because they're pretty and not because they're suitable necessarily for my skin tone. So Sundance is another one of theirs that I have, and this one is really pretty. It's called Divinizer. Doesn't sound right, but it's like Divinizer. So hopefully, to me, looking in the phone, it looks like it's coming backwards, but hopefully for you guys, that's the right way. So sorry, but it's very overcast all of a sudden here, which is probably why these just aren't showing up, but that's Divinizer there. Sorry if I keep saying that one wrong. Then we have Dose of Colours. I've got 5 of those as well. So 2 of the, I can never pronounce it. I Love Sarahi. Is that right, guys? I'm not sure. So they look way too dark for me. Soulmate. And this one is Bathe. I'm getting really hungry. I haven't had lunch. What's the time? It's 2 o'clock. So it's no wonder I'm hungry. So then these are the ones that I believe were with Desi and, some of them, yeah, 2 are Desi and Katie, Fuego and Fuego, is that the right way to say it? And Chasing the Sun. So Fuego, Chasing the Sun, bit of packaging hanging off there. And I don't know, is it Mirror Me or Mirami? I'm not too sure. I don't know. That was a fairly popular one, from what I believe, but again, probably too dark for me. MAC ones, I've got 4 of these. So my daughter, I believe, bought me, I know she bought me this one. A Highly Illogical. It helps if I could get it open. It doesn't want to play today. There we go. Okay, so I'm doing well. So that is that one, and let's see how that swatches. Ooh, it's got a fair bit of colour in that one, which you can probably tell from the pan, but yeah, that, I think I'd be using that maybe more as a blush. Oh, what do we got here? Dazzle Red. This is gorgeous. It's got the glitter in it. Look at that. To me it's pink, not red, but it is so pretty, but definitely not a highlighter. Not for me. So how pretty is it though? Alright, I'm gonna clean my hand off. I've got 2 more MAC ones. This is more highlighter for me, and I have used it a few times, not that you can tell because you can't see a dip. This one's just called Soft and Gentle. It's one of their mineralized skin finish ones. And this one's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Snow Flushed. So this one is very pretty as well. It was one of their Christmas limited edition ones, and I think there's a few dupes that are sort of around for that particular one, and I think that also maybe came out in one of their limited edition palettes. How are we going for time? Alright, 13 minutes, no, 14 minutes. So, and 5 seems to be a popular number. I've got 5 melt highlighters, so, oh, don't drop them. Alright, so we have Genesis. Very pretty. I love the packaging and the imprints. So this one, yes, Illuminacion. I don't know. That's the one that has the sugar skull in it. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one is Morning Star. Another very, very pretty one. Maybe too pale even for me. That another inner corner highlight. How many of those can you have? Now this one is Pink Moon. That's a nice one. And the last one I've got is Phoenix. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, I have to have that one. But again, probably a bit like the MAC one. It's to be too dark for me. Yep, very similar sort of colour for that as well. So I don't think, even if I look buffed out, it's definitely more of a glowy blush for me, I think. So as I said, I don't mind if once I start going through everything, I'm marking on my spreadsheet as I use things and making notes, and I will start relocating things within the storage into different areas, so that if I decide that I'm going to use something as a blush, it'll go in my blush drawer, move it out of my highlighter drawer. So yeah, at the moment what I'm showing you things that what they technically are, not necessarily what they're going to be used for. So Ofra, I have 8. So this is a mini in their Pillow Talk. I think most people have seen these highlighters before. Everybody knows all about Ofra. Blissful, Rodeo Drive. Then I have Beverly Hills, and I have Everglow, which is a Nikki Tutorials one, I believe. And then 2 more Nikki Tutorials ones. I reckon probably won't wear them as highlighter. I don't know. They are very pretty though. That's Space Baby. That is just stunning. And her other one was Cloud 9. These are what you call blinding highlighters. They are gorgeous. And then the last one I've got is it's the is it Talia Ma? Her collab with Ofra in Soho, sort of a peachy gold. Looks probably more gold there, but it seems to me when I'm looking at it, looks like it's got a bit of a peach flip to that one. Alright, so that is Ofra out of the way. What else we got? So sticking with blinding highlighters, love him or hate him, he makes pretty good products, although I have to say the last few releases have not impressed me in the slightest. So we've got the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighters, Siberian Gold, so absolutely massive pans. So even though they're expensive to buy, you get so much product. And this one's Peach Goddess, and I really like this one. And then I have the Supreme Frost ones. This one's Frozen Peach. I haven't used that one yet. You can see there's no dints in that star on there, and I don't think I've used this one either. Diamond Wet. So wow. And this one I have used. I used it in one of my collabs that I did with Siobhan, and that's in Hypothermia. So yeah, that's let's swatch this one because it's an unusual colour. I can't remember. Look at the reflect. So it's definitely got some pigment in there, but yeah, you could get away with that, I think. Talking you, I mean me. Alright, so that's those ones done. Violet Voss, what else? We've got Fenty, and we have Jouer. So Violet Voss are 2 loose ones, so I'm not going to open them up, but that's in Sunburst and Daydream, so that's the colours there. I think I'm learning I don't really like loose highlighters. I much prefer just a pressed powder.
ones. So Jouer, I've got a few here. Most of them are minis, so this is a full size. And it's a little bit messy, but rose gold. It's absolutely beautiful. If I can get the little plastic off it. It's it's a subtle one, but it's very, very pretty. It was meant to be limited edition, but I'm not even sure if you could still get it, but it was around for a long time for a limited edition. Then I have, I'll open them up quickly. I'm not going to swatch these. So I've got, that was just the plastic sleeve. So that's Topaz. And then we have, oh my goodness, Citrine. Terrible. So that's that one. All the plastic sleeves keep falling out. You think I'd learn? Let's see. All right, I've got the plastic sleeve. So this one is rose quartz. Skinny dip. Do any of you guys own any of these? If you do, what do you think of them? I quite like them. And this one is, oh my goodness, I cannot read it. I think it says ice, which I think I'm right based on the colour inside the pan. And then the last one was definitely another limited edition one. It's called Funfetti, which I have the lip gloss in as well. There we go. This has got, let me see, oh, it's a bit of an iridescent pink. There we go. So that's it for Jouer. Clean my hand. I'll pick those plastic sleeves up later. Fenty is the last brand before I get to Colourpop and my Indie. So I'm going to try and get through these as quick as possible as well. So, and there's still one more Fenty one that I want. And I'm not promising that I won't buy it. So this is the mini and just Hustler Baby. I got this as part of a set with, I think was the original Gloss Bomb. I think that was it. It was just the two things. And then we have Ruby Riches, which is the one that got pulled off the market because of the original name. Another one. Does it look familiar? Like maybe, you know, the MAC one and the one from Melt Cosmetics. Definitely more of a blush for me, not a highlight. Penny for your thoughts. Now, I didn't know what a thought was. I had to ask my kids. So anyone who doesn't know, Google it. So this one is, I don't know, definitely going to be too dark. Maybe buffed out as a blush. Maybe used on the eye. I think the formula is not blendable enough to use that as a bronzer. That certainly made a mess on my fingers. Alright, keep going. So What a Brat. And I'm sure most of you guys have seen all these. Very glittery, very pretty. That's one of the Killawatt ones. Oh, that's a Killawatt. They're all Killawatt. Alright, so these are the original duos. So this one is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. They're quite, get rid of the sleeve, they're quite light, so I don't think I'd have any issue using them. Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So love the colours on this, but again probably more blush colours. For me, maybe I could use that as a highlighter and that is the blush, but really like the formula. of these. And these ones I bought as eyeshadows. Sangria Sunset and Mimosa Sunrise. And if anyone's familiar with it, you'll know why. Because I ain't wearing them as highlighters on my cheeks. So probably look really pretty as if you wanted to do an inner corner highlight that was bright, depending on the look. But it would be nice as a lid shade as well. And then I have the Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats. I think most people have seen that. It's very, just to me, just looks like glitter. Yeah, it'd be extremely subtle. You can see just down the bottom there, close to my wrist. So maybe more like a topper on top of another, like maybe on your blush or on top of another highlighter. And this is Hollow at Me. And that's it there. So again, very, very subtle and just looks white in the pan. And I have the Rosé on Ice in the Fairy Bomb. So I've opened it up before, but I've not used it. Oh, it smells beautiful. And that's it up the top. You can see that. So again, that's no issue for using that as a highlighter either on my face. So I'm not going to swatch any of the Colourpop. I don't know how many of these. Some of them are really, really pretty, but I don't know. I think that they dry out quite quick. I don't find them that easy to blend. So I've got some of their loose ones, Luster Dust, I believe they were called. I'm not going to worry about the names on these. They go on okay. That one's obviously going to be too dark for me. And then Strobe Globe Sugar Trap. So 2 more Luster Dusts. They're quite nice, those ones. And I'm just going to hold this up and hopefully they don't all fall out. So you can see there, that's all the Super Shock highlighters that I've got. Some of them, I think would be better as cheek products, like blushes as well. So I'm just going to pop them all back because I'm getting, it's up to 28 minutes and I hate doing videos this long. So then I've got My Little Pony Colourpop highlighter, more of a blush, and then I've got 2 Villains ones. That's that one, and that is in Cruella, and then this one is in Hades. Both quite pretty. And then these are the single pans from Colourpop, which you cannot get anymore. I had a duplicate of one of these, so I gave it to my daughter. So there's quite a few of these ones. So 12 all up between the 2 palettes. And honestly, I don't know if I'll ever use them. So potentially going to get decluttered. So the last ones are indie ones, which I think are probably the most exciting for me. So stuff all over my jeans. I've got 2 Davina ones, which were in with my Davina eyeshadows, and I think that I would definitely use them as such, just because they're slightly bigger pans. One was gifted to me by a friend from the US, and the other one I'd bought. So I wanted to swatch these ones, and I think you'll be able to see why they look so good as an inner corner highlight. So this is Cosma, the first one. So
look how gorgeous that is. And then we have this one, which is Xana, and I believe Xana might have been with the Angelica Nyqvist collab that she did with Davina. So that's it there. I don't know, maybe it was available in a smaller pan for a while as part of that collab. I can't remember, but there was another one that she had, I think, had a green shift to it. So they're absolutely beautiful. And ooh, drop my wipe. And then this is the last one, guys. So just broken 30 minutes. Sorry that I'm panicking about this, and it's going to obviously give me food for thought moving forward with my blushes, how I'm going to tackle that one. Maybe I'll pre-swatch, come in, hold them up, I don't know, I'll work it out. But this is my palette, and it's full of Vanessa's Vanity highlighters, and there's one Luxie in there, so that's the or some people say Luxie, that's the Luxie beauty, and the rest are Vanessa's Vanity ones. And she has the most gorgeous prints on her highlighters. I know she closed her shop down for a little, I think it was through Etsy. I don't know whether she is back or not yet. Absolutely love her products. I have some of her loose pigments as well. I won't swatch them only because the video's gone on too long, but that is the end of my highlighter collection, guys, as far as singles go. So you can only imagine, I'm looking over at all my palettes over there. Some are purely just highlighter palettes, some sort of face palettes where there's highlighters in with blushes and bronzers and whatnot. So I think that I will maybe do my blushes next, and then after I've done my blushes, then because I've already done my contour and my bronzer, so I will maybe leave my face palettes and stuff till last. So thank you for bearing with me and getting through this. If you did, if you didn't get through it all, then I don't blame you, but for those of you who did, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with my blush inventory. See you guys, bye.